We're live. Oh wow, look at that, man. Wow, man, you can't beat that. That's incredible, man. Friends, it's a sun arrive on flat Earth. It's the sun arrive on flat Earth. What's up, Matrix Media? Good morning, everybody tuning in. Came out here to get a shot of the what's up, Mississippi Case. Came out here to get a shot of the sunrise. Um, Captured it with the P1000. A beautiful sun arrive this morning. Beautiful sun arrive. If you think the sun is actually rising up behind the horizon, you might be retarded. So yeah, we beautiful sun arrived today, and later today the sun will, and then it'll depart. It'll sun depart. Um, Great weather in Miami today, enough to wear a little jacket and not die. What's up, Grisu? What's up, Michael? What's up, Caprica? What's up, Truth? What's up, Flats? Yeah, yeah, really beautiful out here right now, man. Um, Calm, quiet. You know, I've been waiting for a day where it's clear. Where there's very few clouds in the sky, and it's pretty hard to get that. At least out here in South Florida. And of course, the problem is that the further away the clouds are, we all know that they appear to descend down to the horizon because of perspective, obviously, not because it's going around a sphere. Obviously, that's yeah. But as it gets steeper towards the horizon, the sky, there's like a compounding effect where the clouds become more stacked closely together, and it basically forms this perfect curtain that blocks the sun. So you have to have clear skies really far if you want to be able to see the sun, just the sun and the horizon line above the water peak up, because it's really a lot of times, man, those clouds, they obscure stuff. Um, Here, let me sit here, but turn the other way. It's hard to see the chat. Yeah, that'll work. Um, what's up in the chat today? Blonde is thicker than water. Can't be a sun entry. No, you can't. You can't beat a sun arrive. Um, it's mind blowing. Tron Nort says, cashing in on the flat Earth retards. Are you? Um, no. Actually, the best way to make money is to push the globe, especially on YouTube. Uh, the algorithm only promotes you if you say the Earth is a giant spinning space ball, which is of course a ridiculous lie. So yeah, don't get into flat Earth if you're trying to make money. Uh, yeah, well, YouTube's glitchy as hell today. Jim Lee says, preach the truth. Flat Dan, look at the sun waking on water. It's, yeah, tell me about it. It's a miracle, yeah. Tron says, wonder how much money he's making off this flat earth garbage. Little butt hurt. Sounds like an atheist. All atheists are gammas, gamma wizards. Shout out on Benjamin. Great performance from the stream I saw. Owen Benjamin killed it. Deep insights. I'll just put it that way. Deep insights from Owen Benjamin at the Flat Earth Conference. Really great. The sun looks round. Okay, yeah. That actually proves the Earth is flat. Hello from Norway. Red Pill, you're the man. Thanks. Trish Blythe. 24-hour sun proves the Earth is a ball. Anyone can go to Antarctica. I know because I'm from New Zealand. Thousands of us go every year. It's not closed off. No, actually, that actually only proves the Earth is flat. Unfortunately, that's actually 100% conclusive proof the Earth is flat. Nicholas says new sub here. What's up, man? Sly Steve says hey, what's up? Mississippi Case says, I tell my kids the same thing about sun arriving. Yeah, the sun is actually getting closer. It's not rising. If you think it's rising, you might be a retard. So sad, dude. Hello from Boston. What's up, Nate? Sun arrive. Yeah, sun arrive and sun depart. Sun arrive and sun depart. And 24-hour sun only works on a flat earth. Sun arrive, sun depart, friends. That's how it works. Sun arrive, sun depart. The sun, don't say the sun's rising, say the sun's arriving. Don't say the sun's setting, say the sun's departing. And it makes more sense. Everything makes more sense when you accept scientific reality, which is that the earth is obviously not a sphere. Okay, yeah, fine. You can say the earth isn't technically flat because, I mean, even this very calm water here, there's tiny little waves and ripples. It's like, fine, yeah, it's not. I mean, what we mean by flat earth is that we're definitely not stuck to the underside of a ball. That's what people mean by flat earth. You know, I was talking with Arwen on a stream a few months ago. And one of the things that we talked about was, is flat earth the best name for this scientific awakening that's taking place? You know, the awakening to the scientific fact that the earth is not a spinning sphere, that it's flat. And no, I don't think that the phrase flat earth is necessarily the best one, even though the overall net shape of the earth is flat. I don't think it's the best word because obviously there's mountains, there's valleys, there's undulations. So no, I think for me, at least where I've come to think of it at this point, the real defining feature of the scientific flat reality is that down doesn't change directions. That's really what it's all about. And you know, of course, that ties deeply into gravity. By the way, guys, the reason that I'm out here, main reason I'm even doing this stream is because fucking traffic, the rush hour traffic going back to my house is crazy right now. So I need to kill some time. So we're having a little stream here. But yeah, it's down doesn't change direction. I mean, that's what the scientific reality says. The scientific reality. You know, kind of like how the universe is flat, according to Neil deGrasse Tyson, 2012. That's what he said in 2012 in a Netflix documentary, or at least a documentary that was put on Netflix. The universe is flat. We have to believe the whole universe is flat, but if you think this microcosm of this Earth they claim you live on, if you question that it's a sphere, then you are a blasphemer. You will be outcast. You will be ridiculed. You will be attacked. You will be mocked. You will be shamed. You will be algorithmically discriminated against by mega corporations who claim to be liberal and to care about minority voices, which they don't. So yeah, down doesn't change directions. That's really the key. And so I was trying to think of a word for a model instead of flat Earth, a word or a succinct phrase that would represent down not changing direction. Down is only one direction. It's not going, you know, around. You know, it's not like here and then, you know, like a sphere, like here and then here and then here and then here and then here. And, you know, mentally ill atheists will actually try. They'll actually deny that. I mean, when I was debating godless engineer I mean, we're talking about a guy here whose name, an engineer, is an intelligent designer, but he's godless though. It's just funny. So in my debate with godless engineer, godless intelligent designer, he was frantically denying that down changes direction depending on what side of the sphere you're on. And that's a common psychopathy. That's a common neurosis of the globe anti-science cult members. They are always arguing for the flat earth without even realizing it. Because if there's one truly defining thing about flat earth, it's that down is not changing directions. Yes, down is not changing directions. It's funny. I have a new YouTube channel where I'm documenting the process of having my new house built, and I damn near get more live viewers on some new channel than I get on this channel. And obviously, YouTube publicly stated that they're shutting down Flat Earth, that they're no longer recommending it, that they're cracking down on it. I just think it's so embarrassing. Like, if you believe you live on a sphere, why would you need mega corporations to censor uh, your opponents? It's just sad. It's really sad to be on the globe side. It's honestly, it's humiliating. I would have to shower like every hour if I walked around defending the globe. I would feel so dirty, so filthy, so gross with myself. Um, yeah. So yeah, I'm just waiting for the traffic to die down. I figured I would go live for a little bit. Um, what is this? Uh, looks like we got a $20 donation via PayPal. Yes, super chats were disabled. So I want to say shout out to you know who you are who just donated via PayPal, 20 bucks. Yeah, the links are in the description. But super chat was disabled many months ago. Because when you're losing the debate, you have to crush your opponent and create an uneven playing field in your favor. It's actually shockingly, it's actually sickening. um, but yeah, okay, so yeah, shout out, thanks for the donation, appreciate it. Is this live? I've got sun, but it's tiny. This is live. Yeah, this is live. This is live. This is happening as we speak. Really beautiful day out here today. Incredible weather. Um, yeah, that would be the defining feature of the flat Earth is that down doesn't change directions, and what do you call that? Well, down is only one direction. So is that like uni, meaning like one, uni direction, uni down? Like I really want to find a word that truly succinctly defines what the flat Earth is, because the flat Earth, I mean, technically the Earth isn't technically flat. Even like I said a moment ago, even this pretty calm water has slight ripples and undulations. You technically can't call that flat. Um, good morning, guys. You technically can't call that flat, so it's a weird thing, and it kind of makes me wonder if that's part of, like, the psyop or whatever. That's part of the keeping people off the right track, calling it a flat Earth when technically, really, it's not flat. I don't even. So it's what I'm trying to say is, to me, it's almost like flat Earth is a phrase you would use in reaction to the globe model. When they tell you you live on a sphere and that down is changing direction depending on what side of the sphere you're on, that um, when you it's almost like a knee-jerk reaction to the sphere to say that the Earth is flat. Um, and so that's why I think it's a bit troubling, because I start to wonder, well, it's not good to be in a reactive state, because that means that you're just the effect instead of the cause. So it's not good to be in a reactive state, because that means that you are the effect, not the cause. You are being puppeted. So you have to be careful when you are, um, you have to make sure you're just not being a puppet, basically. So there's got to be a word for that. Let me go back to the live chat. Someone says, "Why don't you go on tour?" I kind of would like to, man. I've thought about it. It'd be cool to, like, just hit every university, publicly funded university campus, and because I mean they're supposed to allow free speech, and just talk to people. It might be coming soon. Honestly, I've really been thinking about it. I'm getting urges to, because with YouTube censoring, disabling super chats and just censoring everything, shadow banning. It's just like a never-ending punch to the gut. So it's just like, why don't you just go out into the streets, go out in public, and talk to people there. You probably get a bigger impact just talking to people in person. So yeah, you can probably reach a lot more people on YouTube if you're a Globe supporter, anyways. But yeah, probably better to go in person. I'll probably be doing that soon, because I really am I'm really busy right now. Really busy nowadays, because I'm in the process of basically getting a shipping container home built. What's up, Nathan Oakley? How you doing, man? Good morning. Hope you're going live this morning. Can't wait to tune in. Everybody check out Nathan Oakley. He's in the chat. Subscribe today. The premier Flat Earth Debate YouTube channel. Doesn't get any better than that. Open Hangout. Good morning. Open Hangout link, basically. Obviously Google discontinued Hangouts recently, so it's not really open Hangouts. I think you got to join through Discord nowadays. Yep. Nathan Oakley says live in an hour. So yeah, should be really cool. Everybody go subscribe to Nathan Oakley. Just to watch the globe model get, butchered every day. It's just, you can never watch another sunrise and call it a sunrise ever again. It's a sun arrive and a sun depart. Because that's just the way it is. It's just like, at this point, it's indisputable. And by the way, I'm starting to think the sky is flat. Just want to put that out there. I'm starting to think that the sky is flat. I have this theory. That the sky is flat as well. It's also flat. Sky's flat. But that takes a giant crap on the dome, right? That takes a crap on the dome. That being said, I still think the sky is flat. And, basically just has to do with just how vision works. That's it. When you look around and you look up at the sky and you kind of look around, it really does appear like a dome. Like it appears like a semicircle above your head. Semisphere. And of course, the crazy thing about that is that's actually half of the globe model right there. Yeah, I think DITRH is in the chat. What's up, bro? We got a nice bird here. Came to say hello. See, the birds know the earth is flat. Basically, all animals know the earth is flat. Well, I'm obviously kind of trolling here, guys, but um, it, the thing is that we're all functional flat earthers at the end of the day. As far as our experience and our functions and our day-to-day experience and the things we do, the earth is flat. Bigfoot knows the earth is flat. Uh, just Google it. Bigfoot knows the earth is flat. Bigfoot knows the earth is flat. That's the real red pill right there. Gleam says no trolling, absolutely no animal or bird has been high enough to see curve. Well, it's true. You're right about that. I was gonna say is that all animals are functionally flat earthers. We're all functionally flat earthers. You might get angry at me, all these atheist creeps, or as I like to call them, globs. By the way, that's a PSA. That's a new name for globers. They like to call us flurfs. I like to call them globs. The first four letters in the word globe, glob. According to one dictionary definition, a glob is a small, rounded lump or mass like jelly or grease. Like jelly or grease, globs are soft and slimy. And so that's what I call them now. They're globs. I mean, think about it. Is there anything more slimy and just like a little glob than like these creepy ass globetard trolls? They are the slimiest, just like grime scum. So I like to call them globs now. Globs. Flurfs, globs. Um, yeah, so we're all functionally flat earthers. Yeah, I heard about Kappa. They're just trying to cop your everything. They're just trying to steal everything. And now I see all these like other YouTubers. A lot of them look like your typical white liberal anti-Trump people, and they're suddenly freaking out now uploading videos because they do like I guess they do kids related content on YouTube, so they're talking about fucking toys and cartoons and shit. A lot of white liberal looking people frantically panicking now because YouTube's going after everybody. The only people YouTube ain't going after is like just top tier Satanism, the tranny agenda, the globe agenda. Oh God. So it's tough out here, man. It's tough out here right now. Um, that's why I say if you want to make money, start shilling for the globe, man. That's how you do it, man. That's how you make the cash. I still want to say shout out to you know who you are. Donated $20 in the links down below if you guys want to. I know you can't send super. People love to send super chats. When I used to have the feature, they used to. I mean, people loved it. That's why YouTube they know what they're doing. That's why this COPPA thing, man, YouTube is scorched earth policy right now. They're just destroying everything. Yep. Someone says they want to see that container house. Someday. It's gonna take time. So yeah, you can hate me all you want. These globs can hate me all they want for believing the earth is flat. But at the end of the day, we are all functionally flat earthers. The only people you could argue within the paradigm of the globe model who aren't functionally flat earthers are the alleged astronauts who go to space and are now orbiting and all that. But obviously that's low quality evidence because it's nothing that we can verify or repeat for ourselves. Science. So we're not interested in low quality evidence here. We're interested in high caliber, high quality evidence. So it's just funny, like the amount of hate flat earthers get when 99.99999999999 times just keep going with the nines. 99.9999% of the human population live, breathe, act, and operate and function as if the Earth is flat. um, so it's just ridiculous. Like, how can you shame people for believing in the overwhelming preponderance of daily life and experience, i.e., that the Earth is functionally flat? How could you? The only way you could is if you want people to live in fantasy, in something that only 0.00001% of the human population has ever experienced. Which would be space and orbits and all these things. No, the moon's out. I'm not sure if you guys can see the moon, but it's almost like directly overhead right now. So now you got the sun, and now you got the moon. You know, I will give it to the globe model that it does generally seem, good morning, man. It does generally seem to match up that, you know, if the sun's in that direction and the moon's in that direction, yeah, it does seem to match up that the side of the moon that's facing the sun is lit. You know, I'll give that credit to the globe model. But I have my own explanations for why that happens. And no, it's not the reasons. It's not the stupid reasons that they give. Because at the end of the day, guys, if you think the sun and the moon and the relationship with each other proves the Earth is a sphere, then I have one thing to say, and that is the sun and the moon both have the same angular size, apparent size in the sky. If you think that proves that the Earth is a sphere, then you're crazy. Simple. To me, that's just one of those. That's one of those things that completely destroys the globe model. Just completely obliterates it. Because that's the thing. It's like this is a coincidence model. There's too many crazy coincidences. It's just you basically you have no choice but to accept that the Earth is flat at that point. Anything else, and you're just lying to yourself. You're just deluding yourself. I'll go over some of the coincidences. Coincidence number one: the sun and the moon have both appear to have the same size in the sky, despite the sun being 400 times further away and 400 times bigger than the moon. Ridiculous, retarded coincidence that makes no sense in a random, out of nothing, for no reason, spontaneous, random universe. Coincidence number two. Type into Google right now, how far away is the horizon? It'll tell you the horizon is 3 miles away for somebody who's about 6 feet tall, standing on water's edge. Well, top tier globe cultists have even admitted to me that a horizon vanishing line caused by perspective on a flat Earth would be 3 miles away. So that's two insane coincidences that just obliterate. I have many more. I'm not going to get into all of them, but this is a coincidence model, and there's only so many coincidences you can swallow in a universe that's supposed to be random and completely with no order. Guys, the Earth is flat, or should I say, down does not change directions, guys. I'm sorry. Down ain't changing directions under your feet, friends. You know, that's honestly, I gotta say it, guys. You know, the concept that space is fake is almost harder to accept for me than the Earth being flat. It's a weird thing, you know. You'd think the more far away and detached and fantastical it is, you know, like a violation of the second law of thermodynamics, you know, space. You think it'd be easier to accept that as a lie. You think it'd be easier to accept that as a lie. But it's almost harder, and I don't know why. I don't know why. Maybe it's because our everyday experience is functionally flat as we traverse this reality. Even Globers will admit that the Earth is functionally flat for somebody standing on it and operating and walking through the world. So maybe because we're so used to the functionality and the very intimate experience of walking across and living on this flat Earth, it's easier to snap that in. But because the more detached the fantasy is, the less experience you have with it, like space and all that crap, maybe it's harder to cut it off because, or maybe I just haven't thought about it enough. I don't know. But that's tough. That's a weird one, man. It's weird to look at the sky and not be like, oh, that goes on forever, and there's like it is just infinite. It's hard. It's hard to look at the sky and then be like, maybe I just haven't thought about it enough. But that, I mean, this is like the implications of this scientific flat reality. The implication being that yeah, you look at the sky, it's like yeah, that goes on for a certain distance, but there's a reasonable limit to this. And of course, that's when you start having to you have to start realizing that you live in a realm. That's such a great word for it. We live in a realm. This is just some kind of place, man. And atheists, they don't, they hate that. It drives them. I mean, what else could you expect from globs? By the way, again, if you weren't here a moment ago, guys, this is a PSA. The Globetards, they like to call us flurfs. Well, we have a new word for them. It's globs. Globs. We call them globs now. First four letters in the word globe is glob. According to one dictionary definition, glob is defined as a small or rounded mass or lump like grease or jelly. Like grease or jelly, globs are soft and slimy. And I even have a picture. What's up, Julie Bennett? I even have a picture of a glob. It's a partially deflated globe ball, and there's like a little troll face in it. Go to my YouTube channel, go to the community tabs post. It's my most recent community post, and you'll see what a glob looks like. And if it hits, it really it really hits these globs right on the head in terms of just exactly what they are. They're globs, just little globs, little creatures that just appear and say the Earth is a globe. How dare you question science? And they're just globs, man. We're dealing with globs. So don't be a glob. A flurf. What's the worst you can say about the word flurf? It's cute. It's like a cute thing. And indeed, that's the only way anybody should ever react to a flat earther. The only way anybody should ever react to a flat earth is like, oh, look, it's cute. Someone thinks the earth is flat. After all, it is experientially and functionally flat. Can't blame them for thinking it's flat. Nobody should ever be so triggered by a flat earther. Nobody should ever be so triggered the way people are by flat earthers. It really should be as cute as the word flurf. But now we have a word for them, and they're called globs, and they really are slimy. A couple triggered globs. A couple triggered globs in the chat. Globs are always triggered. They can't eat, sleep, or breathe without flat earthers. Globs, aka atheists, really should be thanking flat earthers for injecting life into them. I've never seen atheists more motivated than when flat earthers came along. I mean, you should be thanking us for just injecting you with life. Depressed, sad globs. I tell you, man, these globs are out of control, man. Did you see some of the chaos at the Flat Earth International Conference, guys? These globs have become unhinged, violent maniacs. Multiple assaults that I heard about from glob tards. My goodness, man. Smacking hats off people's heads, ripping phones out of people's hands. I mean, these people, this cult, this glob cult has really, they've just completely lost it, man. They've completely fucking gone wild. Globers gone wild. And, you know, that's a video I have in the works. Globers gone wild. I've been saving up every instance. I've been saving up these clips. Globers gone wild, friends. Globers gone wild. And it's just like, dude, stop. Relax, man. And you know, the thing is, so many of these globe defenders, they're like liberals. They always prance about, oh, we have to be tolerant and accepting and open-minded and like progressive, and like we have to look out for like the minority. Is there any greater fucking minority than flat earthers? But these liberals they just want to, you know, fucking YouTube. Susan Wojcicki, CEO of YouTube, claims to be some kind of fucking social justice warrior, but she seems to be okay with crushing flat earth. A minority view. A minority view. So, but double standards, wizardry, the name of the game. People get triggered, man. People get triggered when you tell them that space is fake and the earth is flat, man. Like, it's kind of crazy how triggered people get. It's like, dude, you need to relax, man. Like, you know, I had somebody close to me tell me recently, like, man, you're wasting your skills and your talents on this flat earth stuff, man. I'd be embarrassed. You know, you can be doing so much more with your talents and your this and your that. It's like, bro, I can't even imagine what it's like to walk through the world with that kind of mindset. Doing things for the social approval, dictating how you choose to live your life based on whether or not it's like a socially approved thing. Like, it's fucking weird, guys. Right, exactly. Gleam hits it on the head as usual. Gleam hits it on the head as usual. Gleam in the chat says, but they accept the universe is flat, the Milky Way is flat, black holes are flat, all stars and planets form flat, and solar system is flat. Exactly. God, that's a quote from Neil deGrasse Tyson in like a Netflix documentary from 2012. Well, it's a documentary from 2012 put on Netflix. That's where I saw it. Neil deGrasse Tyson literally says the universe is flat. And this is like a mainstream like theory right now. So again, it's about the preponderance of experience and evidence. We're all functionally flat earthers. We all walk through the world like the earth is flat. We all operate as if it's flat. We don't have to think about the sphericity as we go on a road trip for 100 miles. We don't have to worry about any of that. It's a functionally flat world, whether you think it's globe or you think it's flat. And then they come out and say that the whole universe is flat. But we're blasphemers because we dare say, hey, maybe this is flat too. You know, it's a mental illness, friends. We live in a realm. We live in a realm. We live in a realm. And it's a beautiful realm. I mean, yeah. Sorry, guys. We have a $10 donation here from the same dude. Thank you very much, man. I think it's flatearthchannel.com. Really appreciate your support, dude. Yeah, the link's down below if you guys are interested. yeah, it's just it's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Um, it's about the overwhelming preponderance of evidence versus fantasy. See, Ron Shackleton says the truth matters. If you want to believe in the comfortable, if you want to believe in the comfortable lie of a spinning water ball, bury your head in the sand. Yeah, exactly. Indeed, friends, indeed. Yeah. Um, that's what it comes down to, man. Um, it's about fantasy and delusion at the end of the day, really. Check out First Amendment audits on YouTube. Man, amazing. Love First Amendment audits. Really great. Really, really great. So let's get an update on the sun here. It's appearing to rise. It's actually just getting closer, as we all know. Oh my God. It's just, ugh. You know, I think that's something I have to do, guys. I think I have to just to really help this scientific flat Earth reality really crystallize in my mind. I think I really have to just sit and stare and observe the world around us, but really scrutinize it so that I can kind of bypass that 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 spherical globe model brainwashing. Because it's like sometimes I don't feel like I fully crystallize into realizing this that we live in a realm. We don't live on a rock hurtling through the galaxy. Insane. Some random dude on a megaphone shouting. Anyways, remember, guys, don't be a glob. Don't be a glob. Don't be a glob. Just going back to the yeah, First Amendment audit. What's up, Daz? Yeah, First Amendment audit. It's just like 24/7 First Amendment audit. I would love to do a First Amendment audit. I don't think I want to get tossed in jail for a day by some tyrannical cop. Yeah, flatearthchannel.com. He's up there in the chat. Subscribe to his channel. Check him out. flatearthchannel.com. Guy's amazing. Lots of support from him. When is the next debate? I'm ready to do the next debate. My thing is I have a new policy. I don't debate Nazis. I have a new policy where I just don't debate Nazis anymore. So if you're a glob, if you're a glober, and you think flat earthers should be censored and shadow banned off of YouTube, then I don't debate Nazis. So I will not debate you. So it's basically it's like a new thing now. These globs, these globetards, make money and get their little cheap e-fame off of flat earthers while we're being silenced, shadow banned, and crushed by YouTube. You're not going to invite me onto your channel, get super chats off my name, get clicks off my name while I'm being shadow banned by YouTube at the same time, and you're supporting it. So that's I just have a new standard now. If you want to debate me, I have a simple question. Do you think flat earthers should be censored on YouTube? If you say, no, I don't think that's okay. I don't think my intellectual or debate opponents should be shadow banned off the internet, then I'll debate you. But if you think it's okay to have a mega corporation algorithmically discriminate against somebody or a group of people you're debating, then I'm not going to debate you, because you're not going to get clicks and super chats, because these globers are nothing without flat earthers. They're the most reactionary losers ever. So you're not gonna get clicks and super chats off my name. So and it's really simple. Like, you want to debate me? That's cool. It's a really simple proposal. Just rescind your shockingly hateful, authoritarian, pro-Nazi book burning stance. Who wouldn't agree to that? Who wouldn't agree to rescinding that authoritarian stance? It's pretty straightforward. It's pretty straightforward. So yeah, I would love to debate. I asked Craig from Mute the Flat Earth. I asked Craig from Mute the Flat Earth, will you rescind your shockingly authoritarian, pro-book burning Nazi stance that flat earthers should, that you agree with flat earthers being censored off of YouTube? And he refused. He refused to rescind such a hateful stance. And so because of that, we can't debate, unfortunately. You think it'd be so, just rescind being a Nazi. It's easy. And then we could have the debate. But he didn't want to. So he's just too hateful. So no, I'm not vegan anymore. No. I mean, I was barely vegan. I was vegan for maybe like 2 weeks consistently at most. But no, not anymore. Yeah, I've changed my views on that pretty big. So MC Toon wanted to debate me. I got to get back to him. So I'll be sending him an email. Thing is, I have to ask him if he's a Nazi or not, just to make sure beforehand. So I'll probably email him very soon. Just make sure he's not a Nazi bigot, authoritarian book burner. You guys know what I mean when I use the word Nazi. It's called reverse wizardry. Veganism is the diet of the slaves of the Matrix. Yeah, it makes me wonder sometimes. Makes me wonder sometimes. Andrew asks, what's my email? Go to redpillphilosophy.com/contact. All the Nazis in the chat freaking out. Guys, it's called reverse wizardry. Don't take it too personally. Reverse wizardry. FlatEarthChannel.com says veganism almost killed me. Veganism will kill. Big spinach allergy. It's toxic. Check out Severage. Yeah, I've watched plenty of Severage. What's up, Jim? Parallax. Good morning to you too, friend. It has been a while. Great weather today. Really just spectacular, man. Thank you. Yes, thanks. Weird compliment. Thank you. Yeah. Let's see. We got some glob trolls in the chat. Glob trolls in the chat. Yeah. We just won't debate Nazis here, guys. It's real simple. We just don't debate Nazis. I think it's a very fair standard. It's a very fair standard. We don't debate Nazis here. We don't debate Nazis. If you're an authoritarian, pro-book burning Nazi, and you think flat earthers need to be censored and shadow banned off the internet, you're not going to make any money off super chats or clicks off my name, you little rats. Simple. Simple. Someone's saying that their skies are very hazy due to chemtrails in the UK. I've been to the UK twice, actually. And the last time I was there, dude, it was just like a never-ending series of planes with these streams, these white streams tailing behind them. And it was just like nonstop. I was there during the winter month. I was there for like during the winter months, only for 1 month, but during the winter season. And dude, like my energy levels were so low. And you turn on the TV and Good Morning Britain's like, you know, Are you suffering from the winter blues? They're like, buy one of these lights and put them in your office, and it's going to artificially stimulate you. It's like, bro, it was like, it was fucking. So I don't know if it's the chemtrails. I don't know what, man. I wonder if the rush hour traffic has died down yet. Fuck. Anyways, if you guys know any globs who aren't Nazis, who don't support authoritarian book burning, send them my way and we'll debate. Unfortunately, it seems like the top tier globe cultists all support shutting down their debate opponents through YouTube censorship. So it's sort of a paradox. It's exactly what you would expect, actually. Oh, Jesus Christ. Nathan, relax, bro. Don't you understand what reverse wizardry is? Fucking hell, man. Some people don't get it. God, Trek asks, why do NASA and SpaceX rockets turn sideways if the Earth is flat? That works on both models, you retard. Retard. Let's see here. What's this? Am I still a fan of Trump? Yeah, overall, yeah. I just think politics is so boring compared to the scientific flat earth reality that I barely follow politics anymore. But I'm watching closely what's happening, and it's looking really ridiculous, man. Just the political shenanigans is crazy. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Matthew. Okay, guys, well, I think I'm done here for today. Thank you all for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Sunrise was spectacular, but unfortunately, due to angular compression, the further away clouds are from you, the more stacked and compressed they come visually towards the horizon, and it creates a perfect curtain block near the horizon of the sun itself. So even though it's a very clear, mostly cloudless day today, there's always just with enough distance, there's always enough clouds that as they compress visually towards the horizon, it will inevitably be blocking the sun. It's a shame. So it's really hard to get like a footage of the sun, just the sun, just the water, just the horizon lines. It's pretty tough. All right, I'll be heading back. Thank you guys for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Thank you, flatearthchannel.com, for the donations. You guys can donate with the link down there in the description. And I'm in a bit of a transitionary phase in my life right now. I am in the process of getting a shipping container home built in a more rural homestead area of Florida. So it's really occupying tons of my time right now. Just researching, planning, hiring this dude. You know, it's a lot of work. But I believe it might take me a year. And I think once I'm done with that, I'm going to have just a lot of pent up time and energy, probably to go back into this scientific flat earth reality a little deeper. But yeah, all right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I shall see you guys next time.